going on, everybody? It is Friday again. How y'all doing? How your mom and them?
Howdy.
What's up? Munchkin's deep in thought, doing something. I don't know what she's doing.
I'm doing my nails.
Doing-
Trying to
She's
clean up my
doing her
cuticles.
nails. Okay.
Well, okay, they're destroyed from getting the last of that acrylic shit off of it, so I gotta
Okay.
fix them.
I've been thinking about well, I got some stuff I got to show y'all, but I got this thing a while back. I think it was Temu. I don't remember. It has, LEDs on the front of it that flash and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But the main thing I like about this, it has a button that says laser, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on the bottom of this, it has 2 laser beams. Now, I'm going to try to show this if I can on camera. I thought this would be cool to somehow hook on the bottom of the trike. That way, and this would probably only work at dusk, but I'm going to see if this will show up behind me. Kind of maybe.
Harry's got the real question of the day.
Can you... How's your butt? It doesn't even really show up. It makes lines, right? And the closer you get, I don't know why it doesn't. I can see it fine, especially up on the wall. Hold on. Let me shine the camera up that direction. All right, now y'all can see it? Okay. So depending on what it's shining on, and the closer you get to the ground, the more the lines get straight. You see how they're at angle, right? But as the closer you get to the ground, these lines straighten out. So this would be a cool, like a little landing strip. You could, and it also, these will also flash if you want them to flash. But I thought that was cool. Let me see if I can get my camera back on me now. There we go. But yeah, it's just, I'm going to try this out sooner or later whenever I fly the trike again, if I can figure out a way to hook, because this has a round connector, and the actual frame of my trike is square. So it's like trying to put a square peg into a round hole. It might fit, but I don't think it's going to hold on really tight.
Tony.
Well, hello, Kramer. Glad you got your wing up and everything. I was getting internet issues. Reset my router. My router. And it's all good now. I don't know why the people from the UK call it a router. Even people in the US will call it a router. I have always called it a router. Maybe it's me. I don't know.
I've called it a router as well.
It's always been a router to me. But they call them routers. I mean,
to me, route is like Route 66. It's a road.
Check
Hi,
your
Breeze.
or when I think router, I think roto router.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't see that. It's a router. Router or router. I know, right, Tony? Which one? Which one do you go with?
So Harry wants to hear about your butt.
So, okay. As far as the colonoscopy goes, I haven't been on stream since that's been done. No, I guess I haven't.
No, it was Monday.
Okay. Let me try to fill y'all in on my colonoscopy adventure. So Monday I went to have a colonoscopy because apparently I would say at age 45, you're supposed to have one of those done, but that's normally for African Americans. They apparently can get colon cancer quicker than any other ethnic group, so they can get checked at 45. Other races usually around age 50. So I got both of those beat, so it was my first colonoscopy. So yeah, I want to know what's going on with the Duke also, Tony. Maybe Bill can find out for us. It'd be funny if he can get in chat. Maybe he's sitting in a hospital bed and somebody brings him a laptop or something. He can get online and start chatting with us. That'd be cool.
Get online on his phone.
He's probably tired though. Yeah, he could do it on his phone. I guess you're right. So they gave me propofol, and maybe some other kind of medicine. I'm not sure. I think it was morphine. I don't know. But the problem with that is that stuff's supposed to knock you out, and it did not knock me out. So basically they were like, hey, they put the IV in, and then I watched the lady actually put the medicine into my IV. She had 2 IVs with her. She put both of them into my IV, and I just was like, so now what? Because I didn't feel anything. So next thing you know, he started. Now I will say that I was not in any pain whatsoever, but I did not get knocked out. I was awake during the entire procedure, which I thought was really weird. I wanted to be asleep for it. I was looking forward to taking a very quick nap, but that didn't happen. So I was awake, and I distinctly remember halfway through. I don't want to be too graphic for you guys. He was like, man, I'm having a tough time in this one spot. And I was like, I know, because I could feel the pressure. And I'm like, stop trying to push so hard, dude. So next thing you know, he's like, can you roll over? Because they have you lay on your left side, all right? Anybody that gets colonoscopy, you'll know they make you lay on your left side because apparently that's the easiest way for them to go through your colon to examine it. So I'm laying on my left side. Then he says, I need you to roll over on your stomach, which they would have had to do manually if I was knocked out. But no, they were like, well, the doctor was telling me that, but there was also a nurse in there, and I think the anesthesiologist was in there also. So there was 3 people, I think, in there besides myself.
Not necessarily, Tony.
So
they don't always knock everybody out.
He tells me to roll over onto my stomach, and I'm like, really? I don't know. I wish I was.
I don't want
to. So I rolled over on my stomach, and then he continued on. And then next thing you know,
they tried to knock him out.
I don't even think it lasted maybe 20 minutes, and then they rolled me back in there to Munchkin. But I was really thinking that I was going to have this nice loopy spell and have some cool jokes to tell and stuff.
Okay. No. I'm going to take over now.
Okay.
When the nurse came in, they were like, he was awake for the whole thing, right? And he's over there grumbling on the bed. So then the RN comes in and sits down and pulls up the chart and was like, wow, they did give you a lot. And they said that they gave him more medication than anybody so far. Didn't knock him out. So I don't know if he's got like a resistance to propofol, but I also believe that somebody was a little more affected than he believes, because he fell asleep on the way to get hot wings, because that's what he wanted on the way home from getting a colonoscopy after shitting for 2 days. He wanted hot wings. He told the guy taking our order that he just got back from getting a colonoscopy. Like, that guy gives a shit, right? And then I had to make him go sit down because he couldn't stand up straight. He's like wobbling and weaving and whoa. And so, yeah, I had to make him go sit down. So the guy at the restaurant was chuckling at him because I kind of yelled at him and told him to go sit. So once he got home, he opened a FedEx package and then promptly went and fell asleep for 5 hours. Out.
Oh,
unconscious.
Yeah, I wanted that nice sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, now,
well,
I'm not going to say the drugs did not make me drowsy. They did make me drowsy, but they did not put me to sleep. They did not knock me out. I don't know, I've been drinking too much kind of state, and you don't care anything about pain, apparently. So,
well, the morphine is going to stop you from feeling pain. The propofol is supposed to knock you out.
Well, that failed. I mean, it did make me fall asleep later, but that's just because I felt drowsy, and I was like, you know what, this is probably going to be some good sleep. When did I have the hot wings? The hot wings were literally right after the procedure, Tony.
Yes,
We
on the
left
way home.
there on the way home. I was like, we're getting hot wings. I'm starving. Because you can't eat solid food before you go and have this done. You know, from the first crack of dawn Sunday, all I got to have was broth. And then 3 hours before the procedure, you're not allowed to have even spit, really. You can't have water. You can't have anything. So that's another 3 hours. Then you wait until they start the procedure. Then by the time you leave, it's midday. And you're like starving at this point. So yeah, I was like, hey, let's go get some wings. I'm hungry. So
I told him, I said, I don't want to hear about it when you're shitting fire later.
And it did not. Apparently, my system was so clean that I ate those hot wings, and it took me until Wednesday, I think, before I could have a bowel movement. And that wasn't even that much. I'm like, really? Is my system just stuck now? What's going on? Because you would think the hot wings would just blow right through me, but it did not.
Well, I mean, it was chicken. Yes.
They gave me 4 pictures, but you can't really see anything.
They gave you more than 4 pictures.
That's all
they gave you a whole sheet of pictures.
Yeah, that's black and white, though. You can't tell anything from them pictures.
They were not black and white. They were color.
Well, the ones I got on my chart is 4 of them, and they're color. But
they handed us a whole sheet full of photos, or handed them to me.
Yeah. Well, I gave you everything because I'm like, yeah.
No, they handed them to me. You were in no position to be taking paperwork.
No, yeah, they make sure that you have somebody to drive you because apparently you can't drive yourself. I don't think I should have been driving either. So
he had 1 polyp, which they've sent off, but he hasn't got the results back yet.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the results. They did say they found multiple diverticuli on the left and right side of my colon, small and big. So I got a lot of pockets in my. That's why I can't have popcorn and stuff like that, because that hurts. That hurts really bad. So I don't want to be back in the hospital for that ever again. Although that pain I can endure way more than kidney stones, because kidney stones are no joke. Sounds like I'm doing loads better than you. Well, I'm sorry, King Cobra. I mean, I won't want anybody to be sick, or going through pain of any kind. That sucks. So I did mention the whole scuba way thing, a week or so ago. I do want to say in preface, I'm not really ready to do it yet. It is going to happen, I would say, probably next week. And I don't know whether, okay, let's get this out of the way. So the person that quit vaping and has sent me these items is Lurden. Do y'all remember Lurden? Lerdan, Lurden. So Lurden is the one that is getting out of vaping. Now, he did make it very specific. He said, I don't want somebody to have this that's just going to put it on the shelf. And I know y'all see I put a lot of this stuff on the shelves, but I rotate through a good bit of it. Some of this stuff is too old. I mean, some of it only goes to 30 watts. I mean, what am I going to do? Unless I'm vaping mouth to lung, I can't use it. But one of the devices that I got, which I'm going to use myself and keep myself, is the Odin DNA. So I got this one right here. And on top of this is the Blotto dual coil, but I have lots of other stuff. So I don't know if y'all would rather me buy you something new and have it sent to you, or just go with the stuff that I got. Now, this stuff is not bad by any means. This is good stuff that's in this box.
It was just my idea, because then whatever it was could be shipped directly to you from the vendor.
Right.
So you don't have to wait on Scuba opposite of Express.
Hey, my Pony Express,
we know how he is with shipping.
Yeah, okay. My Pony Express is kind of slow, but
you could slap it to the back of a turtle and send them in the wrong direction, and they'd still get there faster.
This the post office is actually not that far from here. And I've learned to never ever tell that post office that there's a battery in there, because if you do, they're immediately going to send it ground.
Yeah, look,
And
okay, so to me, that's not something you should lie about. There's a reason why they ask you if there's a battery in.
the
Ground
Scuba
doesn't take
Express
that
is
much longer.
legendary.
Yeah,
Y'all are
legend
messed
has
up.
it's still on its way.
Y'all
That's
don't
what
know
makes it
nothing about the
legendary.
scuba shipping. Scuba shipping, I got China
And
beat.
Creed says he's still waiting on wire.
Creed is still waiting on wire. I still need to make wire, because I wasn't going to send a piece like this. That's ridiculous. I did go through some of the wire today. We've been trying to pick up stuff and move stuff. Well, I have in my office, because it's getting out of control. We now that it's not 100 degrees outside, I want to take and because I have a lot of tools and stuff that's in the house that needs to be moved to the basement, and then we can organize stuff to where I can find stuff, and it's just going to make everything so much better. The cable that I was missing that goes for my
CDC
2-meter band radio, I found today, which was in the truck. Yeah, here it is. So this goes to my headset, my smoke headset, and I couldn't find this cable. So the only radio that I was going to be able to use was my airband radio, which the only people I can talk to on it is Langley, and I've been too scared to talk to him. So I'm going to talk to him. I'm going.
And Kramer asked if we got the flavors organized. Yes and no. See, here's my issue, right?
I need to go do a chore.
Can we do a commercial?
I can't. Well,
I can talk about my boring flavor organization. That's kind of like a commercial. So I thought about something like Pammy's rack, right? So I do have a rack that I'm not using. Okay. It's a nail polish rack that would work for like the smaller bottles of flavors, but I would need several of them. So they're all on the shelf for now. What I'm going to do is I have some trays in the Amazon cart. I haven't decided if I'm going to get those yet or not. I can show you my rack. I'll get the rack in a moment.
We're looking at it. All right.
So I have
what's up, Danny? How's it
trays
going?
in the cart, and it says that they're 11 inches tall, which might be a little too tall, because I'd like to be able to stack one on top of the other, right? And maybe sort them by profile. So like, all the fruits in one container, all the tobaccos, which we don't have too many of them. So it'd have to be like tobaccos and the weird shit, like the super sweet and the oba oba and the joy and the stuff that aren't flavors. But we have a lot of bakery style. I did cloud chucker.
It's good, Danny. I'm gonna show you something in a minute once she gets done. Okay, I want to show
you
you
go ahead.
guys.
I'm gonna go get the rack.
Will
to show
and Danny
Will my
just
rack.
showed up, I was showing them something I got off. I think it was Temu a while back. Which, I mean, the front's got little LEDs on it, which is no big thing. Anybody can get LEDs, right? So the main thing I like about this is for the trike. I was trying to think of a use for this thing, and you know how, especially if you're landing at, say, sunset or sunrise on the trike, you judge the ground by your eyes, right? Well, this has a laser on it. I'm going to show you on the wall right here. So if I turn on this laser, which right here, it's on, you just see these two lights. So what it does is it puts two lines, which this shines really far. And the closer you get to the ground, the straighter the lines get. So if I can get this on camera all the way. So when I would get, so if this was on my trike, I could basically use it as a landing strip. And the closer I get to the ground, the straighter those lines get. And I'll know when I'm about to touch down, which I thought was pretty cool. I'm going to try it to see see how it works. I mean, especially if I can get like a sunset flight going or something, because that would be that would be ideal. Because right now, I mean, during the day you're not gonna see jack. So I just
You
thought it
missed
was
them. You
cool.
missed it. I showed them my dusty rack.
You showed them? Oh, I didn't see your dusty rack.
Yeah.
Well, I see your dusty rack all the time.
It's back there. But yeah, it was in the bathroom behind the bathroom door for a while, and then it migrated into the hallway because it was supposed to go down into the basement. But now I don't. It's not going to be able to fit all of them, and it's not going to be able to fit the big bottles because it's the shelves aren't wide enough.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to do. Right now it's all on a shelf, and I've got tobaccos and then all the bakery stuff and then the fruits, but trying to find something we need is going to be a pain in the ass.
I don't think Danny got to see my shoes. You know, my wing is like a rainbow color wing. I'll show you one of the shoes because they're right here. I mean, they're pretty loud. Don't get me wrong, but Will wears red shoes because he's got a red wing. So my shoes are more of a rainbowish color because it matches my wing. So Danny, you're gonna have to get some shoes that match your wing, man.
Looks like Skittles just threw up on your shoes.
Yeah, somebody said it looked like a clown threw up on my shoe or something. But hey, for flying, who cares, right?
Hey, but my blind ass will be able to pick you out of the sky and be like, look, there's the rainbow shoes. That's
there you go, Hey, I can't tell who's up there. Oh, look, there's the rainbow shoes. That's him.
I can usually tell it's you because you're the one that's just cruising around the slowest. You're not up there doing dumb shit.
Well, I try not to do dumb stuff. And number two, most wings, the inside of the wing is white. Mine is blue. So if you look up and see my wing and you see blue on the bottom, that's me. There's very few wings that are colored on the bottom. Well, they're starting to do it more now, but it's not as much as
Come
they
on,
are nice. I like them, Will. I mean, I'm gonna wear them to fly with if I'm flying the trike. If I'm foot launching, probably not, because I know me and Munchkin knows me. I will get them dirty beyond any kind of cleaning I could do. So I got some red Nikes, but they have seen the test of time. I've had them things so long. I had red Nikes. No, and
the
blue
red
ones.
Nikes are in the trash.
Oh, they got thrown away?
They got thrown away before we moved. They were just absolutely thrashed.
I wore the red ones a long time until they were pretty much. Have I ever skydived? I have not, Cloud Chucker. The only thing I've ever done like that is hang gliding. Skydiving, I've never really wanted to do. Now, I know a lot of people are like, hey, I want to skydive, which, I completely understand. The only thing about skydiving is you literally jump out of a perfectly good airplane and head straight for the ground. You might get 5 to 10 minutes under a chute, and then
Tony,
you're on the ground.
I can buy him some glow-in-the-dark laces.
There's no going back up. That's the whole reason I like paramotors so much. And I almost went with the hang gliding thing, but once I realized I would have to climb that mountain every time I want to fly the hang glider back down, I was like, yeah, that's not what I'm trying to do. I don't want to be flying down and then have to pack up all the gear, drive back to the top of the mountain, unpack it, set it all back up, fly down, pack up the gear. Oh, I would get ticked off. And from 2,000 feet, which is out Lookout Mountain, that was basically where you launched from, was 2,000 feet. When I did the hang gliding, they used an ultralight to pull me up to 5,000 feet. So it was a 20-minute glide down, and the guy let me fly the thing all the way down and land it, which I thought was crazy, but he let me do it. 2,000 feet, you only get about 5 minutes before you land. That's it. The not going back up skydiving only happens when the chutes don't open. Yeah, you can go back up, King Cobra, but I mean, unless you have your own plane, or you're on some type of skydiving group that pays for all that plane going up. I mean, how else are you going to get up there? You have to pay every time you want to go skydive? Probably. So, yeah, paramotoring was the most affordable and most enjoyable way of flying that I could see anybody ever doing. I don't see anything better at this time unless we all of a sudden get dirt sheet jetpacks that we can fly around that run off of water and hydrogen. That would be awesome, but that ain't gonna happen anytime in my lifetime. So, nope. Gary, where did you get that light with the animations? You got a link to it. Oh, you talking about this one back here? Yeah, I can give you a link to it. I think it's still in my Amazon.
CDC, if you want to call it that. I mean, it ain't a whole lot of bread, but yeah.
Let's see. There it is. Yep, found the link. Right now it's $89. It has a 20% off coupon with brand promotion. I don't know what that's about.
That means the brand is providing a 20% off coupon.
Well, it's 10% off already, so is it another 20% on top of that?
Yeah, usually those are
There's
the coupons
that you can use.
Yeah, that kick in when you
I can give you the code. Maybe that'll help. I'll try to give you the code and see what happens. There's the link, and then that 20% off promotion code is this right here. I don't know if you need that to be able to. I'm gonna try. There's the code. That should make it even cheaper, but that's the one I got. Which is a 19.7 inch. You can get smaller and they're cheaper, but it all depends on what you're trying to do as far as the holograph. You can run MP4s off of this, pictures, all kinds of stuff. You can make your own, which I've done, but I want to do one of the fighting cock bottle. I need to do that, but you need a scanner to do it. The first 40 seconds were very windy. I bet it was, trash bag. I bet your skin was like the whole time after you jumped out of the plane. Your skin's wobbling.
See, it's too bright in his room for you to really be able to see what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean, I can turn the lights down.
Be very careful if you buy one, because those blades now, they're just little plastic blades, but that thing spins fast. And he had me hold it in my hand so he could see what it looked like. And it puts off it works great as a fan.
Yeah, you don't want your hand to hit that thing, that's for sure.
No, it would hurt. I mean, I don't think it would cut you, but it fucking hurt.
Oh, you're welcome, Gary. It's once you figure out how to load it, because it has an SD card slot, and you can put all the files you want it to run on the SD card slot. Like right there, that's just some random pictures I picked and put on there, and they just do a spin around. It looks 3D-ish, but you can't really tell on camera. eBay has it new for $79. Well, there you go, Harry.
Nice.
Same size and everything, 19.7 inches. I mean, can you really beat Amazon as far as the shipping goes? 2 days? I mean, it's almost worth it to spend a little bit extra money. See, that's a really cool looking box. The only way for me to show it good is to start changing the settings on the camera, which will really screw something up. Okay, cool. So it's the same size. But let's go back to me now and see if you can still see who I am since I turned all the lights off.
Yes, we can still see you. It ain't that damn dark in there.
There we go. Good enough. But I definitely can't see anything on the table. That's too dark. I gotta lighten this up. There we go. That's bright.
See, I am very used to my cave-like interior. He's a big light person.
And hear me, yeah.
I am not.
This mic is the Elgato Wave 3, I do believe. It's a good mic. I really enjoyed using this mic. And to mute it is very simple. And I got the gain turned way down on it. I'm on 3 out of 7 bars. I mean, I could turn it down lower, but then y'all say, oh, you're too low. And that's only because y'all are used to hearing me very loud. So now I have to do it loud or y'all gonna think I'm whispering. Skydiving tandem. See, that's cool, King Cobra. I mean, and I know paramotoring's not for everybody. Not everybody wants to yeet themselves into the sky. I totally get it. I don't blame anybody for not wanting to do it. It's just something I really enjoy doing. And so do a lot of the other people that in the channel that enjoy flying. Will and Kramer and Bill and John Wayne. John Wayne can't fly right now because he just had open heart surgery, but I know he'll be biting at the bit to get back up in the air. Give me a recommendation for RDA that has the best flavor that I can get. You need something new. That's a tough call. I mean, this Blotto, I'm going to rebuild this Blotto right now to see how good it really is. This is the dual coil one, but there's also a single coil version. And I have the single coil version right here in the box, actually. So here's the single coil Blotto right there. And it's black, just like the one that I have on here that I'm using. Now, the juice I was using in there was unfair because it's Heisenberg, and that's a very sweet juice, which I am completely out of. I need to get, this is actually the good Heisenberg. I don't like the menthol version one. This
Y'all
is
see
just
that
Heisenberg
cat just try to steal my chair out from behind under me?
Somebody's trying to steal your chair.
Boots. I went to go sit down. She hopped up in the chair like, I got here first.
Oh, round up for some BS foundation. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I've heard that a lot. I did see, I got a post because it said, hey, your birthday's coming up soon. Do you want to run a donation thing for, and they had juvenile diabetes on there. And I thought about it and I was like, I do not want people sending money on my behalf that it's just, I definitely want to support the cause, but I don't think me using my birthday is a good reason to do it.
So the whole roundup thing, right? I used to do it until somebody was like, you realize that like when you round up at the grocery store gets to take all of that money. And when they donate whatever they donate of it, they write that shit off. So they get a tax break for donating money that they got from everybody else, which is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, we don't get no tax break. We get, hey, thanks for the money. See you later.
I mean, you can, if you itemize, you're allowed to put amounts
Will,
of donations.
If you're still around, I did get some of that scare tape. It's very thin. I'm gonna try to use it as a streamer to see how well it works. I did find a nice rivet gun so that I could rivet or punch out a spot in this and double it over, or maybe even quad it so that way there's 4 streamers coming off of it. And I
think it was planned, Will, because he had mentioned it when he was here last Friday that he had to go in.
Yeah, it was definitely planned. It was not emergency surgery at all. He had mentioned it multiple times that he had to go and have surgery on Monday. And then as it led up to it, he went and got a flight in. I think the day before he had to go in for surgery. So he got to fly right before he went into surgery. And I'm hoping he's doing good. Haven't heard a word from him since the surgery. So I hope he's all right. The CEO pockets most of the money. I don't doubt that at all.
Don't you sharpen your claws on my chair. Have you lost your mind?
Those cats are something crazy, man.
Okay, now she get ready to attack me.
So I'm gonna build this blotto here in a minute. If I have enough wire, that's gonna give me a reason to make more wire since I have very little. This might make two. Actually, that's got new coils in it, but maybe we'll just use those coils. I I got some juice, which I just tried this on my finger. This is very strong. Remember Froyo, right?
Yeah.
You remember the Froyo juice, right?
I
So
guess.
this is butter, pecan, peanut butter Froyo.
Hmm.
This tastes very strong on the finger. I don't even know how to explain this. I'm wondering what that's going to vape like. I can definitely taste the butter pecan in there, really strong. Back note of the peanut butter. The Froyo stuff is pretty standard. It was playing. Yeah.
Did he have a bypass? Is that what they were doing?
It was
Or were they?
playing.
No,
He
they
was rushed to the ER. What?
Did he say they had to replace a valve? I can't recall. I think it was a valve replacement.
That's what I'm thinking, Will. I mean, we got enough of that tape. It says I'm offline.
No, you're not. You're here. I can see.
Well, you can see me.
We spun for a minute.
Yeah, we got enough
I'm
of that
watching the
tape that we
broadcast.
can make wind socks over and over again with this stuff. I do think it's cool because it's nice and reflective. So if the sun's out and it's flying, I may just add it to my existing wind sock. So then I'll have cloth and that flapping in the wind. So it can scare away flies and bugs, and I can see it better. So yeah, that's what we're trying to find out, Will. Is there any news from John since his surgery? I know Moonshiners is coming up really soon, which I'm not going to be able to make. There's no way. I even took another day of vacation because my trip to get the colonoscopy was not a paid day, so I had to mark it as a paid day, which takes one of my vacation days away. But it's better that
Donate
than
you
to
one of
have
mine.
a
What the
lower
hell?
paycheck. I don't need lower paychecks right now. Tomorrow we have the Ninja Slushy machine coming, which is, even if I gave y'all a link to it right now, it is sold out. I've looked and looked because there's so many people on
That's
TikTok
why we're
trying to buy
broke.
it right now. Yeah, that's pretty well. No, I use credit card to buy that, but
No.
it is in West Virginia right now. So, like, if I look this up, I guarantee that it's going to be sold out. I'll grab the link. Yeah, out of stock. But if y'all want to see what it looks like, here's a link to it. They're $2.99. It basically takes, now the
It's a
main
slurping
kicker,
machine.
be very aware, in order to make a slushy drink, you have to have sugar in there. You can't use like Coke Zero or diet drinks. You got to use drinks that have sugar in it. So, but you can make alcoholic drinks. You can make frappes. You can make Coke slushies. You name it, it makes it. So it's got its own condenser built into there, so it gets stuff. Wait. Oh, he's ready to ship it.
What?
He's asking me if my address is correct.
Ooh,
so
what?
I didn't get to tell you guys, Munchkin's mod that I sent off to Joe, from JD Mods. Remember, it was firing by itself and we couldn't figure out what was going on. So Joe checked it over. He said it did do the same thing for him. He did get to see it firing multiple times. And what it ended up being, which blows my mind, is the fire switch was bad. Go figure. So that's why when I would hit the fire button, it would stop for a minute and then start firing again. So something was wrong with the actual mechanism inside the fire button. It's not just a mechanical button. It has wires and electronic stuff in there for that button. And apparently something was bad in it and made it keep firing. So
I did message him and thank him for fixing my mod.
He has got it fixed now. He is shipping that tomorrow. So that'll be on the way back here. And then Munchkin will have her mod back. My mod, my lipo is also almost done. I showed a picture of it spinning, but it was empty because he hadn't put the electronics in it yet. But I was asked yesterday what kind of hardware I wanted, so I told him. So that process should be done. So I would say after this weekend, maybe next week, then my mod will get shipped to me, and then I'll have a mod also, one of those kind of mods. But all right, she's teasing.
I'm gonna start wearing elbow pads. Hi, Scott.
What's up, Scott? Yeah.
Damn, King Cobra, was it your meds, or I mean, did they know why you had a heart attack?
Wait, who had a heart attack?
King Cobra.
Oh,
last Thursday.
Last Thursday, I collapsed. My daughter found me. I had a heart attack. I got to the hospital this Wednesday. All new meds. Holy crap, King Cobra. Damn, dude. Don't be doing that stuff, man. All right, look. We've already had enough loss here lately. We don't need any more. You need to do whatever you need to do to get yourself feeling good again, man. Is somebody calling? Oh my goodness. Joe joined the video chat. What? Hello? I think he called me by accident.
I haven't seen Addie in a while, Frankenmiser. Did Joe accidentally butt dial you?
Yeah, I guess. He said sorry about that. I was like, why is he calling me? He literally did video live chats right to me. Did a group video call.
He's like, oh shit. End.
Scuba's getting distracted. What I get
when
distracted?
When is he not distracted?
I know I was talking about King Cobra, but yeah, my dad died from a heart attack. So I'm already really worried about that anyway. So I'm taking I gotta tell y'all what happened. This is hilarious. All right. So I take amlodipine and lisinopril, right? Lisinopril is usually free when I go to get the prescription filled. All right. Usually they only give me a 30-day supply. 30 lisinopril, 30 amlodipine. So the lisinopril is always free. We can just skip that for now. The amlodipine. Sometimes I'll go to get the prescription and they'll say, okay, that's $5.42. Okay. The next time I'll go and they'll say it's $9 and something. I'm like, what's happening? This is the problem, right? If they run my prescription under my insurance, it costs me more money than it does if they run it without the insurance. I'm like, seriously? Why would you run the price up just because I'm using my insurance? And number two, why would it cost me more money?
They're not running the price up. There's just a cash price, and then there's the insurance price.
So
they don't pick it.
I mean, it wouldn't, but they use like a good RX number or something. They just punch in a number and it brings the price down, right? So today I had to go pick up my amlodipine, and the text message I got said it was $12.99. And I'm like, damn, how expensive is medication getting? So when I got there, I was like, don't run it under my insurance. Run it normal. I want my medication to be cheaper, right? So she ran it, and it came up, well, the first time it came up $12.99. Then she ran it without that, and it came up $9.99, right? And I was like, dude, I don't understand what's going on, because I showed her on my phone where I've been paying $5 and something for it, right? Now, The funny part is I'm raising hell. Why is it so? She's like, I know we're supposed to be getting our prescriptions cheaper, right? That's what we heard in the news. But she said for some reason they're all going higher. They're getting more expensive. I'm like, okay, I get it. I was like, look, I need it. I don't care. I'll pay the $9.99, right? Paid the $9.99. Started walking back to the car. Then I looked at the bag and it said 90 pills, which is a 3-month supply. I don't understand because I've been getting 1 month, 1 month, 1 month, and they do it and I'm like, wait a minute. So instead of me getting the $5.42 for 30 pills, I paid $9.99 and got 90 pills. So I got my medication cheaper than what I did. And I was sitting there raising hell because it was higher price.
The reason it was a month at a time is because you went through that, was it Kroger? Where did we find that prescription plan? I can't remember who you called.
Yeah, it was some weird company that runs, and they can send you a 6-month supply, but you have to wait much longer for your medication. Yeah, I got a deal. I agree, CDC. It was like, what the heck is going on, man? I'm trying to get my medication cheap, and y'all are just railroading me here.
So, I mean, anyways, I wouldn't really call an extra $5 being railroaded when some people pay thousands of dollars a month.
I have a bunch of these things, right? These are basically power banks. This one in particular is, it's got solar panels, so you can charge it back up if you would like. I forget what the mAh is. I think this one's 20,000 mAh. Wait, 25,000 mAh it says. At 5 volts, 2 amps. The solar panel is 5 volts, 6 watts. So, and the output is 2.1 amps, right? So it can only output 2.1 amps. So when Amazon did their big sale, they had this one on sale, which was like 17 or 19 bucks. This is 50,000 mAh, and I charged it up, so it should say, if I can find the button, they made this button like almost invisible on this thing. Yeah, it's at 100%, right? So this one is 50,000 mAh, 22.5 watt, but the output on it is 2.22 amps or 20 watts. And that's the output on the Type C. The other one, the USB output, is 22.5 watts. So it'll charge stuff faster if I use this. In other words, plus it has a longer battery life. So I could use this for my LED lights that I have on the paramotor, and it'll run them. I could probably use a small one, though, and still be fine. The other thing I got, I've had this for a couple weeks. I haven't really had to use it yet because why? This is just a solar panel. But this thing plugs right into USB-C and charges my phone, which I got to admit, this new phone, I never even come close to draining the battery. I mean, y'all can probably see that my battery, it's been on all day and it's still almost at 90% battery right now. See how high the battery meter is?
Well, mine stays charged too if I don't get on it.
Well, but I do get on it. I mean, I check Facebook and all that stuff, play videos, and it stays charged up. I just don't have a problem with the new phone. I still think it's the phone companies that are going in there and changing some software to make your battery run down faster. I mean, it's been a big rumor for a while now, and I think that they definitely do that. So
he hasn't figured out how to install a cup holder yet, John Q, but don't give him any ideas.
So your Lazy Boy paramotor has TV, curve feelers, and a drink cup. Well, the drink cup, I don't really have a drink cup slot. I do have a little bag on the side that I can put stuff in, but honestly, I'm scared of losing stuff out of that bag. The other side's for the reserve that I still need to buy. But yeah, And I know loved you in Seinfeld. John Q. This is interesting. Remember you were talking about my Guy Fieri haircut, right? Munchkin and I have both discussed making our hair blonde. I didn't think it would ever even be up for discussion. So
we had, well, the deal was if you dye your hair, I'm dyeing mine.
right.
So if we're both doing it, my only concern is I don't know if mine will actually. Last time I tried to lighten it, the color wouldn't take. Now a lot of the dye has washed out of it. I have to get my hair
Good
cut
Lord,
first.
do it. Hey man, I can totally Guy Fieri my hair. I need a haircut first so that it grows out and has a little darkness on the bottom, just like Guy Fieri does. And then we'll be good to go, man. I'll be getting accosted in grocery stores again, but only for a little while. I'm really excited for John French to come back. He's been way up north with his daughter. They've been visiting, I think, Maine. I think he went to Maine. So they're coming back probably this weekend, I think. And that's when I get to teach John how to fly a trike, hopefully. I do know that the other guys that I fly with, they have opened up a paramotor school. They're going to be training people starting the 7th of September or somewhere at the beginning of September. They're going to train folks. I don't know how good their training is going to be. We're going to find out because I'm probably going to be there on a weekend when they're doing the training. I could go as Guy Fieri for Halloween, right? Munchkin would look like Stormy Daniels after 2 hours on the bottle.
I would say it's more along the lines of like Ursula the Sea Witch, but
Ursula, whoa.
Yeah. I'm not, I don't think I'm as old as Stormy Daniels. She looks a little weathered. And I mean, let's be honest. I can't get my fat ass up on a pole. Are you kidding me? There's no fucking way. No way.
So what do you mean, so am I? Wait, there's some breaking news going on in our paramotor group.
You stop being distracted. Get off your damn phone. It ain't breaking news. Ain't nobody flying at 8:54.
Okay, so Jay says he's flying,
Wendy.
but Joe says he's flying, but he's showing a picture of his jet that he's going to be flying. So he is actual airliner pilot. So he's like, hey, I'm flying, but Linda, what are you doing coming in so late? I'm going to come in your show at exactly 5 minutes before your show's over. That's what I'm going to do.
Breaking news. I think I've gotten rid of the dog pee smell in my office.
Nice. Yeah, Munchkin went back and steam cleaned everything in that office again, which we thought maybe it was under the bed there.
It was along the edge of the bed where the previous shampooer couldn't get underneath it. But the new one that I got, once I moved everything out from underneath the bed, goes all the way under it. I still get a small whiff every now and then, but I can't tell if that's like, if I missed a spot or if it's coming from something else.
I think this is going to come in handy. This is a little mini tripod. Look, it is so cute.
No, the dog is not allowed in here anymore.
Little legs
Creed.
come out. So I could like mount the 360 camera on top of this or whatever. Get me some Mark McElroy shots, you know. I don't have
a little tripod like that for my 920. It's in a box somewhere in here.
You probably got one in there. I got really big tripods that were in the garage, so they're probably in the basement now. And then I got regular smalls. Is there anything I don't have? I don't have a helicopter wheel. Well, I got RC helicopters, but I don't have a full-blown helicopter. I don't have a boat at all. I don't even think I have a RC boat. So there you go.
We don't have a deck that you can walk on without possibly sticking your foot through.
Yeah, our deck sucks, man. We're gonna have to redo our entire deck
Hi,
that's in
Neil.
the back. What's
As
up,
soon
Neil?
as soon as it gets a little cooler out, don't tempt me, John Q. Don't tempt me. Um, we need to drain the hot tub and just rip the deck up.
Yeah.
If we're gonna put concrete down, I don't think you can do concrete when it's cold out. I don't
So
know.
this is the Blotto Max RTA is what it's called. Blotto Max RTA. Vaping Bogan. So the airflow is at the bottom on this one. It's not at the top. There's many little bitty holes down here for the airflow. The drip tip is nice. I like the drip tip that they put on here. Normal 810. This has a quarter turn billet style connector on the top for the top cap. Wow, that smells so strong of Heisenberg. I need more Heisenberg. Ugh. So let's take this out. The cotton's probably going to look blue because that juice is blue. It does not look blue. What do you know?
Every once in a while, John Q. I don't know,
Where's all my
Creed.
build stands at?
How cold is too cold?
I don't know where the Creed build stand is. I only see
Yes, he means bayonet.
yeah, bayonet. There you go.
That other B word.
I don't know where the Creed build stand is. That's crazy. Why did it get moved?
It does get below 32 here, but okay. So
This
as
one's
long
all
as it's not
crusty.
below freezing, we're good. All right. Because it doesn't. That is my knee, you psychopath. It usually doesn't get that cold here until January, February.
I see another one, but it's blue. It's not the wood one that I got from Creed. Where the hell is the Creed stand?
So, Tony, my thought process was either get a couple tons of pea gravel because I want to be able to walk on it, and put pavers leading from the basement door around the steps to the back, on top of the pea gravel, and then pavers underneath the hot tub. Or concrete. Concrete would probably be easier and cheaper.
I did not chuck the Creed stand. It's just not in my vision right now. Plus, I have the lights off in here, so it's probably right in front of my face. I don't see it. Yeah.
Now, I did find a place in Maryland that will bring the gravel to you. And I think the price was like $214 for like 3 tons or something like that. But rock is heavy, so I'm not sure how much 3 tons is. I don't know if that would be enough to maybe do a 2 or 3 inch layer from the basement steps along that walkway around the stairs and then to make a deck. Well, I don't know why I'm doing air quotes. Y'all can't see me, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if 3 tons would be enough. Why are you yelling at me? I am allowed to speak. I am.
Our cats are very demanding. I'm trying to cut this close where I can pull this through without much effort.
Night pen holder on my desk. And Jeff has not lost his pen yet, Creed. He carries that around with him. I have found it in various locations in the office. The square footage. I want to do maybe a 12 by 12 for the actual deck. I don't know for the walkway.
All right, I'm going to clean this off real quick, and then we're going to try it with some different juice, and I'm going to see if this RTA is that good. Matter of fact, let me go back to the other camera while I clean this off.
Because while I was laying in bed dealing with insomnia, I was thinking about if I put down concrete, I was thinking, okay, so what I could do would be to get some glow in the dark, like fish tank gravel, and sprinkle that on top of the concrete while it was still wet to where it would have some grip, but it would also glow. And then I thought, okay, well, even then it might not be too smooth. So what I could do is get little, I was thinking cookie cutters, but I'm quite sure they have, I don't know what you would call them, stencils. And I could put like little butterflies into the concrete and put like glow in the dark gravel in there and then push it down. And I don't know. I was thinking, because then I was thinking, well, I'd only be able to do the outside edges. So then I'd have to come up with some type of contraption to put across the concrete forms so I could, yeah. Not everywhere. Not everywhere, just in little tiny spots. That's just how my brain works when I can't go to sleep. And yeah, I still don't know what I want to do. 3 tons equates to 11.1 yards. Okay. You've just given me another quantity that I don't know how to translate into my yard. Well, I thought about solar lights too. They got the lanterns that I have in the cart on Amazon that are, they're solar, and then they have the casing of it puts the designs on. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, Neil. When the concrete's still wet, then I could put it down. Tetley, that's why I dropped down to 3 milligrams, because it was giving me really bad insomnia every night. But read your thing above. Reading.
I'm gonna go back to the bill camera here in a second.
1 cubic yard will cover 8 by 8, 4 inches thick. Okay.
I got one coil that's firing way slower than the other one, so we got to get that adjusted out. So let's go back to the build camera here.
I need to write that down so I don't forget, because I'll remember that. I'm not gonna fucking. All right.
Double check these connection leads. Oh, that one was a little loose. That one's pretty much okay.
All right, you said
I do like that these screws are easy to get to.
1 cubic yard is an 8 by 8 by 4 inches. Okay. Wrote it down. Not Willy Wonka. I was just trying, John Q. If I do the pea gravel, then I won't be doing anything like that, because the gravel itself will have texture and dimension to it. If we put down a giant concrete slab, that has no personality. It's just a concrete slab.
Okay.
So I was just thinking of something you could do to it to make it a little bit more than just a concrete slab.
I gotta find some cotton now. I know I just got a bunch of cotton today, but
All right, Cree, let me ask you a question. So if we do the concrete ourselves, you know how they have the forms where you can make it look like cobblestone or whatever. Do those actually fucking work? Or are they more hassle than? I didn't say rainbow glowy. I'm not going to throw out like 8,000 colors of. I was just thinking like one color, like green,
buffering,
or pink, or something. King Cobra, they deliver it by the truckload. So. Exposed. That's what I was thinking with like the. Well, if we did pea gravel, then my plan was to put like a flower bed around it of mulch to keep the gravel from migrating into the grass. So it wouldn't be just gravel bleeding into the yard, because I don't want to have to redo my gravel either. Because I'd like to have some type of flowers.
I don't
know what
know.
kind of
I don't know
flowers.
what we're gonna do in that thing yet. I'm still trying to decide what.
At this point, I think the first step should just be to rip out that shitty deck before one of us steps through it and breaks our fucking
With
ankle.
no plan on what we're putting there, that's not a good plan.
Okay. Is it that bad if it's just grass until we figure it out?
Yes, because
No.
other grass is going to
No.
start growing there and ruin.
And
Okay.
I can kill some grass. That's not a problem. I'm not worried if grass grows and then we have to till the grass up to put concrete down. That's not that big of a deal. I would like to be able to walk out on the deck without risking stepping through it.
Yeah, I'm the same way on that.
Fake turf? You mean like astroturf? That would get too gross. It needs to be raised somehow. I have no idea, CDC. Compacted stone? I don't know what that is, but I was thinking pea gravel because I want to be able to walk on it barefoot and not place my foot open. What do you want now? It's just a revolving cat door? Can I not sit in my chair without a cat in my lap?
I think I'm going to try Genesis in it just because I don't want to put a new flavor in there I'm not familiar with whatsoever right off the bat. I know the Genesis. Let me try it first. Yeah, there's a definite butterscotch flavor, which I've been craving lately. So
we've got a gravel driveway, John Q, and if it snows, it ain't getting shoveled. We're just gonna have to stomp through it.
If it snows, we haven't really seen much snow here in the last few years.
It is spelled PEA. I'm not walking on piss-covered gravel, Tony. Not if I can help it, at least. Oh no, Vector pushed all the tanks off the desk. He will do that.
Yes, he will.
Poor Kramer.
He'll push mods off. He don't care.
Mm-hmm. What is absolutely adorable is how he backs up and gets a running start while he's trying to push shit off the desk. So he's most definitely doing it intentionally. That sucks. Yeah, because I would imagine you're in Wisconsin. Y'all get a whole hell of a lot more snow than we do. We've never... People around here, even when it does snow, and because we've gotten a good snow before where we've gotten 2 or 3 feet, nobody shovels shit. We're just like, oh well, guess we can't go to work today. Can't get out of my driveway. They'll salt the main roads, but they don't do the neighborhoods or anything like that. So it's just, we don't shovel snow. Matter of fact, I don't even think I've seen a snow shovel for sale around here. They might have like 1 or 2 at Lowe's, but nobody's buying those things.
Okay, she's full. Hopefully this is going to vape good because I just filled it all the way up. It is good to go. Sitting at 80 watts right now on 0.26. Yeah, 0.26 on the ohm.
Hi, Angela.
Angela Presley, Angela Presley, Angela Presley, Angela Presley. There we go.
Yeah,
I said it 4 times, so I win.
The most we've gotten was probably when I was a kid, and we got, I think, 3 or 4 feet. but it hasn't snowed like that in a long time. It did snow. Was it 2011? It started snowing Christmas Eve morning. It didn't stop
Somehow.
until the night after Christmas, but it was a very dry snow, so it
Somehow I
it
turned the
it
airflow
blew a
off
lot.
when I was cleaning it. I was trying to vape it, and I'm like, man, that's a tight draw. The airflow was turned off. And now let me clean all this up. Hopefully I got enough cotton in there because I don't need leaky mod.
I think that's Beetlejuice, not the weird girl from the TV.
Yes, it's a new coil, whatever. Make up your
No,
mind.
we haven't.
0.24, my bad.
We also haven't gotten any hurricanes either, so that's pretty cool.
I
I
definitely get a
mean,
lot of
even
the
though I do like
sweetness
hurricanes.
on it now that I wasn't getting before. So that's good. I think it's leaking. I don't think I have enough cotton in there. One side was a little loose, but what I think is going to happen is the juice is going to sit in there and that cotton's going to swell up from the juice and then it'll be fine. But it's going to take a couple minutes. I miss snow. I like Al Bundy when his wife came in and she said, did you miss me? He said, with every bullet so far. That was pretty good.
Well, I mean, King Cobra, so like the snow that John Q gets in Wisconsin, they get a lot of it. So if you're driving down the road and you slide on the snow, you're going to land in the snow bank. Here, we get just enough to make it fucking dangerous because
Yeah.
it gets compacted and it warms up and then it gets cold and it turns to a sheet of ice.
We don't even
And
get to
we
go
don't
have
have,
fun in it,
yeah,
man.
we don't have snow banks on the side of the road. So if you slide,
What just happened? I don't know what happened there. I just literally got disconnected from Zoom.
oh, there you are.
That was so weird. I
Every
didn't touch anything. I was just sitting here and we just got disconnected from Zoom. And it
I
rebooted.
didn't get disconnected from Zoom. You broke shit.
I broke it.
Scuba broke it. Yeah.
I didn't
I
touch.
was
I was
looking at the
sitting here.
broadcast and all of a sudden it just said Scuba's Hangout. Yeah. So I think
I didn't touch nothing.
maybe
And
your
it did
Zoom
that.
crashed. I don't know.
The cool thing about the trike I got, the Kanguk, they do sell, which I know we're not gonna need. It would be a terrible investment. They have skis for the trike, so if you wanted to slide across the ice and take off, you could do that. Now, you don't want to do it ever from water
I
because
wonder if that would work in sand too.
I don't see how it would get up over the sand. I don't think the sand would work very well. Beach tires work good for sand, really big tires. But snow, you could definitely take off with some skis on there. But
Linda,
water,
there is no type of cast, and I still think it's hilarious that y'all call them podcasts. Podcasts typically do not have video. But anyway, it wouldn't be a broadcast without technical difficulties of some sort.
it's called Linda Says Podcast because that's what Sean called it every time. But Sean
Yeah, which
actually
still doesn't make sense to me because you've got video.
I know, but he also recorded the audio and streamed it to a podcast. So that made it a podcast. But when he says super chat, technically super chat is a donation. When somebody clicks on the money button down there, that's a super chat. This is just normal chat. It even says chat in the top box right there. Yeah. Well, on mine it does. But yeah. Oh, now I know. Well,
You call it streaming, broadcasting, but
Yeah,
the
we
whole
just
podcast thing. It's podcasts are audio only.
we just stream. So
It's a
damn.
bit pedantic. I don't give a
Okay,
shit, but
this
it
is
bugs me.
starting to taste really good. It didn't take long. I thought at first when I first hit it, I had that like still almost fresh cotton taste, but now the sweetness of that butterscotch is kicking in. It's actually really
Mhm.
good. Genesis
I,
is a good flavor that they got. If y'all are
I
into butterscotch, DCF's got Genesis. I would highly recommend Genesis to you guys.
I'm partial to the strawberry earthquake cake myself.
Strawberry earthquake cake is very good also.
I
That
got
was one of
more
the
of
favorite ones I
my
got.
pear, so I made more pear cloth, so that makes me a happy camper. And I finally realized that I could edit the description on eLiquid recipes. So when you look at the recipe and then look at the
Um,
description, it doesn't still say that it's an orange creamsicle.
You know what, Creed, as far as a newer design, the Blotto's not a really old RTA. It's probably a year and a half old. What I would try to find, honestly, to get the best flavor and the best experience is an RTA that has top airflow, especially now when it's so hot outside, because all of the juice that we have, the viscosity of it gets really thin. It basically turns into water almost. And if you have bottom airflow, like on this one, when that juice gets really thin, it'll run out of the bottom. If you have an RTA with top airflow, you're in way better shape. So, like the Blaze, which I don't think is that old, I do believe it's top airflow. That was an
I
excellent
can't
tank.
find my Blaze. And no, John Q, you
I like the
don't
Blaze.
you don't do that. You don't do your eyebrows either. It's a good way to blind yourself.
Let's see if they still have that for sale.
No, they don't have to match. They don't have to match.
There it is. Blaze, Thunderhead. Mike Vapes made it. It's on Element Vape. It is $31.99. It is top airflow. It is dual coil. That would be one I would recommend. I really did like the Blaze. So if you want to look up a good RTA, that's one to go for, Creed. It's not that old of a tank. Mike Vapes made it. Most of the ones that he's come out with lately have been pretty decent. And
I
like
have no idea where my Blaze disappeared to.
I don't know. And I know my Blaze was on top of that mod that I lost on the beach. So,
Yeah, I have no
the
idea.
next Blaze is coming out. Well, Neil, Creed, you might want to wait. If they're coming out with a Blaze Max, then maybe you want to wait for that one.
It's not red, John Q. It's the same color as my eyebrows, which are kind of like a blondish brown. I'm like a calico. My hair doesn't know what color it is.
I've got so many pods now that I'm vaping. This one is Sour Apple Blast. It's one of the nasty bars. This is okay for apple. It's not. I've had other sour apples that are nasty. Well, that's funny, nasty. That just taste completely nasty. This one's not bad. It's not the best apple I've ever had, but it's not bad. I mean, the best apple I've ever had was from the juice company called Kilo, and they made sour apple straws, and that juice was phenomenal. And they're out of business. It went from Bazooka to Gucci or something, and then now it's just gone, so you can't even buy it anymore. What's wrong with Mike Vapes? I didn't say anything, John Q. And I don't care. I got no.
Besides the fact that he's a douche nozzle and has a very high opinion of himself,
yeah.
He did have a good tank. I liked it.
Hey, I don't have to support the man to support, the product itself. So
I mean, I don't know him personally, but he seems to have a bit of a chip on his shoulder.
I won't support Mike Vapes. Scuba, I did. You did support Mike Vapes? Oh, okay. I got you.
I mean, we did too. We bought his product, so that doesn't mean
doesn't
mean we have to like him.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know him, so I don't, you know.
Even today, I went to the
Exactly,
grocery
Junkie.
store and there was a Tesla truck there. So I was like a couple of feet away and I'm looking at that thing going,
They
damn,
are
that's
so
an
ugly.
ugly truck. It's just ugly.
Apparently,
I won't
raccoons
support him. I got you.
are trying to break in to Teslas because they think they're dumpsters. Could have been one particular instance, but yeah, there's little
Will did
raccoon
have a
prints on.
camera for the
They are
moon.
ugly though.
I should make that my screensaver. Angela's moonshot. Oh, you have the Blaze also, Cloud Chucker? It's not a bad tank. I mean, as far as top airflow RTAs, that
are
one.
we really supporting
What's
him
up,
though?
Tommy?
How much money could he possibly be making off of it if we buy one?
Tommy, did they ever start the live over there? Because I stayed till almost 8 o'clock and they never even started yet. I don't know if they ever went live or not.
I don't think the doctor said anything, Tony. It was just the nurse.
No live. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that.
Um,
Okay, no live. That's why he posted them deals. I was like, there's deals on there, but they didn't go live. That's cool. Hey, they
the
got
last doctor that I went to, we just had a discussion about it. And he's like, well, why don't you just quit? You know, clean air is better than anything. And I'm like, because I don't want to. And he's like, okay.
So the Blaze Max is going to be 30 millimeter. Yeah, that's a big tank. So
Yeah,
I mean,
less than $1 for each every time we order something. That's what Mike gets. I don't really consider that supporting him.
So I have.
I'll buy a tank and text him, give me my $1.
This is the Genesis I have in there right now. So this excellent butterscotch, I'm vaping this right now, and it's good. I do want to try this though, because I didn't even know they were sending this flavor. Butter pecan. I knew I had 120 mil, but she never asked me what flavor I wanted, so they just picked one. So I've never had butter pecan peanut butter froyo. So
I think they got your profile. So
yeah, they pretty much know my profile. I like lots of custards and stuff. I'm not really. I don't do a lot of fruit stuff besides that Heisenberg because it's really good. I mean, whenever I can find some, but I have to pretty much order it online. None of the local vape shops have it. None of them.
Yeah, Tony, I don't know where he expects me to find this clean air, but you know, I get his point. I mean, I'm fully behind that. If you're a never smoker, then there's no reason for you to vape. So I can understand a doctor saying
you have 10 bottles.
You should
Harry?
probably not vape or probably not do that.
I guess Harry likes it if he has 10 bottles of that Heisenberg. I like it.
When we had a conversation, he actually listened to me and didn't try to tell me I was wrong. He listened and we just agreed that I'm not going to stop vaping, and he accepted that.
Wow.
I just can't remember his name. And it was so many years ago. I don't remember.
I know that Grim Green did a video yesterday, which I did not get to see, but I know it's something about the Surgeon General, and he said we won. So I don't know.
No, he said we're winning.
General said about vaping, but apparently it's going good for us. So did I get in there? I took the last seat, and now we're all gonna die.
I don't see any new announcements that I can.
Well, I'm not talking about the AIO, Blaze. I'm talking about the actual RTA. Now, I don't know what the AIO is that, Robbers, you made it, and we got away with some scuba stuff. Yeah, boy, we didn't die.
Woohoo, I made 60,000 coins.
Where do you get your juice from, Scuba? Vapor's Bad Boy. A lot of the juice I have now all came from DCF, which is on Facebook. Just look up DCF. That's this. You see that DCF logo right there? So these juices, because I mean, they're really affordable, and he does good deals. Like they got deals posted on their Facebook page right now, that you can go check out.
And you don't have to worry about weird ass shipping rules.
Right. Um, Other than that, I mean, locally we have one vape shop that I like going to, but honestly, most of their stuff is some of the regular name, mainstream juice companies, but it's not the juice that I want. So I'm looking at it going, I don't like none of that. So
I mean, the gas station, the Exxon, they have the glass blueberry cake, which I like, but I can make that. So,
So this is Cloud Chucker's Blaze and Blaze Burrow. That's pretty. I like that color. So it's like a teal green and then a purple. That's pretty.
yeah, Tony, you just haven't found the right device for you. If it's a hassle, that is a big turnoff for a lot of people because it's way easier to snag a cigarette and just light it than to fiddle with cotton and rebuilding and all that.
So Scott has a grape ropes sugar bar. I have a grape one that I'm vaping called Goo Goo Grape. It's not bad. It's pretty good. And then it was a Spaceman one, and this one's Blue Peach Mango. It's also a Spaceman one. I have so many. I still have some I haven't even opened. One of them I just opened today, which is this. And Munchkin will probably steal this one.
Their order form's a little convoluted.
I know Munchkin's going to steal this as soon as I tell her what it is. But yeah, this one's been in my truck.
What
this is strawberry cheesecake.
Is it good? Does it got culotta in it?
I don't think so.
Because I've got this Paradise Sunrise thing.
This is a culotta free pod, actually. This actually tastes like strawberry cheesecake. It's not bad, actually. For the binaries, which is crazy because the other binary I had was this one, strawberry grape. I don't remember it being bad. It's not bad. It just seems to be lacking in flavor. Now, maybe it's because I vaped it a lot. This one has no indicator whatsoever to let you know how much juice you have left, so I have no idea. Maybe it's empty.
I don't know why they don't sell replacements, John. I am not a fan of pods, but I'll have to say when my mod decided to go haywire and start firing on me, I'm glad I had a pod in my purse.
Yeah, John Q, I will agree with you. Ordering on DCF can be a challenge, but once you get used to it, it's actually not
once
that
you've done
bad.
it once or twice, it's not.
They'll help you. They got a whole customer support team that'll help you with ordering. I mean, you just tell them what you want; they'll help you out.
I've already voiced my opinion on their menu and their order form,
and they take a bunch of payment methods like Venmo, Cash App, Facebook Pay. You name it, they take all them type of payments. It's usually $10 shipping unless otherwise specified. So I would highly recommend buying lots of juice.
Box. Yeah, fill the box up.
And it's still just $10. So there you go. That you can
You've ordered 3 times and it still sucks.
From no cooling, light, medium cooling to high. I have not seen that one, Neil. I mean, does it inject culotta depending on your? I don't see how that's possible. It's either in the juice or it's not.
Stop making shit with culotta in it because what the fuck? I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of fruit to begin with, and 95% of them are fruit flavors, and then they gotta fuck it up even more by putting culotta in it. I don't understand.
I'm thinking about trying to go live tomorrow when we get the slushy machine so y'all can see how it works and operates. And
you can't do that till I clean the fucking kitchen.
I'm not going to go live in there. I may end up putting the machine.
But if you look, right? If you're going to do it, you need to do it in the kitchen so you can see it in action and you can put that shit on YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Ninja ain't gonna send us no free shit if you don't put it on fucking YouTube.
You know who they send them to? People on Influencer. And
send them to some random dude in a trailer that doesn't know how to fill up a fucking glass. He puts a little turd worth of frozen shit in the bottom of his cup and is like, "There's my Coca-Cola
Oh, you talking about
Slurpee."
Bubba?
Bubba, yeah.
Bubba's funny. Fagin and Twisted both have done videos of the disposable. Okay, I'll have to. Well, I'll watch Twisted's video. Not really gonna watch Fagin's video. Sorry.
Thank you, Linda. I mean, look, Fagin always has done good reviews. It's everything else makes him a weirdo. But
yeah, I mean, he will review something properly.
Yeah,
if he can remember the name of it. I could make a pina
Tony,
colada.
I was so mad the other day when I went to the grocery store because they had a sign up advertising. They're the wine cocktails, right? So they have the mudslide, and they were talking about the pina colada one, and I was like, that sounds really good. They didn't fucking have it. I want a pina colada now, and I can't get one. Look, I don't think Fagin is a douche. I think he's got some severe anxiety issues. And I've noticed even on shows where they're trying to have an adult conversation, he's over there making fart noises with his armpits. He can't be serious unless he's doing a review, but he can't do that live. And I got to be something in his psyche that will not allow him. It's almost like he's afraid if he tries to act like a normal adult, people will laugh at him or not. He's got like class clown syndrome, I suppose you could say, where he always has to be on because he's trying to just be normal, dude. Nobody gives a shit if you're anxious. Be anxious. It's fine. It's okay.
What I think is funny about the slushy is these people
I just
that
wanted
are
to
getting
pour it in a
mad.
glass and drink it, John Q.
The people that get mad because, oh, y'all made the machine where it can't make diet drinks on purpose. No, it's a simple physics thing, chemistry. I don't know why people don't understand that the sugar has
They
to
think
be in
it's a
there
conspiracy.
so that it can freeze. They think,
Well,
well,
I think it will freeze. It'll just freeze and be weirdly chunky.
Yeah, it won't be right at all. So, splurge. Have some sugar. You'll be fine. You can also use allulose.
For $300, we're going to be having a lot of sugar because we're going to get our money's worth. We're going to have to drink at least 300 Slurpees out of that.
Okay, I will say this about ST, Scott. ST, when I met him in person, was a really cool cat. He did say hey to me. He did talk to me. He's never really said anything bad out of the way to me, so I got nothing against ST, honestly.
Well, Will Fly, some people, my my coworker, she, well, until we became a bad influence on her, she just vapes straight VG. Doesn't have any flavor in it whatsoever.
Yeah, I think you did, Cloud Chucker. I think you sent that before. That one's real pretty, too. And he's got the 520 in there.
I mean, okay, John Q, I see your point.
Look at that. Maybe you didn't send that because that thing is gorgeous.
ST is the black dude that is on with Mike Vapes and Fagin.
ST Vapes. ST
Vapes. I liked ST and Heavy because they were both very normal and relatable. Mike Vape sat there like he had a chip on his shoulder, and Fagin was acting like a 12-year-old.
Check the Hangout. All right, let me see if I can get to the Hangout. There's the Hangout. Your sister posted something, but I'm going to have to skip that right now. Well, there's Munchkin's picture. There's my pictures of...
You wouldn't let your children hang out with me.
I don't know what you
Not
posted.
that bad of an influence.
Wait, where's somebody said they posted something that I might like? King Cobra. Check the Scuba Hangout Facebook page. I don't see anything. Let me check over here.
Refresh it again.
I'm refreshing. I mean, I just went to it, so it has to be new.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Does
it have to be approved or something?
No, you got to sort it to most relevant to newest activity.
I don't know where you sorted at.
Well, where is it?
Yeah, I don't see it.
There's John Q, lost on a Thursday. I saw the post that says Blue Blaze AIO, but I don't see the actual post.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Don't
Very
know.
weird. Maybe it'll show up.
I enjoy flavors. Vaping, don't like tobacco flavor. And it took snus to get me off the cigarettes and cigars. Yeah, Will, as far as the whole getting off cigarettes, I completely understand because I smoked a long time. So I really didn't think vaping was going to get me off cigarettes either. It's almost like, yeah, I wanted to get off cigarettes, but I wasn't specifically like, oh, I know I'm going to vape and never smoke again. It just happened that way because I was like, I don't really have to have a cigarette because I feel satisfied from this vape. And then every day it got easier and easier until I just didn't want them ever again. Been that way ever since. So today feels like Thursday.
Oh, here it is. It's potential spam. Publish. There we go. All right. I had to go dig for it. When I was just being lazy and didn't feel like going outside to smoke because there was a new video game I wanted to play. So it was when Skyrim came out and I didn't feel like putting my game down to go outside. So I figured I'd give vaping a shot, but I thought it was a gimmick. I never once thought it was going to work. And I tried to get tobacco flavors and I realized very quickly that there is not one that tastes like a cigarette at all. I like the flavors. Unfortunately, DCF, every time I see a post, it just makes me want to eat food because like some of the shit they'll post the flavors and I'm like, does that oh shit, it's DCF. That's not a real thing. I can't eat that. And it makes me irritated because I'm a fatty.
John, I really like that color blue. I really like that. Damn it, John. Or King Cobra, whichever one you want.
Yeah, it was stuck in potential spam. I had to go into the somewhere. I don't know. I just clicked around till I saw it.
That is a beautiful blue. That is scuba blue all day long. I like that. That is awesome. Damn it! Why'd you show me that? I can't afford to be buying that right now. What's the brand? It's good stuff. You got to get the real deal from Sweden. American snus is yuck.
Well, in Sweden, it's called snus.
That is the
Not
Captain
snus.
Blue edition with the optional blue armor pack. That King Cobra, that is gorgeous, man. I like that a lot, bud.
See, Neil, we got a lot of flavors, a lot. I just don't. I don't have a creative bone in my body, so I can't think of anything to make with all of those flavors except for the few recipes that I have that I've made before, which there can only be one clone recipe is really, really good. Except I learned the hard way not to make a 500 ml bottle of it because after about a month, the flavor goes fucking weird. So you really got to make like a week or two's worth at a time or the flavors go off.
From what I understand,
they do.
Tony,
yeah.
Tony says that now I don't know if it's where he lives or just where he was at the time, but he said he could see the strip from where he was at. Y'all, is Tony and Angela really that close to the Las Vegas Strip?
Yes.
That's what I want to know. I'd like to go to Vegas at some point. I'm scared to because I don't want to gamble. Everything's expensive there. It is hot, but I like lights. I would like to see those fountains too. So
yeah, but Wally, I'm not even that creative in the kitchen. I did that creative, and what can I make? It's really mostly different custards that are all kind of the same. And that amazes me because the amount of flavors we have is crazy.
No flavor. Moonshiners, man, I wish I could go to Moonshiners too. I do want to fly again, but I'm not like biting at the bit to go again. Munchkin's never happy when I, want to do stuff like that because it usually involves her. I don't want to put her out to have to do it, but I also don't like leaving her by
No,
herself.
the only part that makes me unhappy is most all of my vacation time since you've been here has been used to do things that you want to do.
You have
And-
not even hinted at anything you want to go do.
Because
Nothing.
we don't have the money to do that.
You have
So-
to at least mention it so we can plan.
I've mentioned it. I'd love to go to the mountains in Tennessee and do what Gloria and George did and get a cabin in the mountains and ride ATVs and ride the zip line and stuff like that. And you were like, okay, that sounds cool, but let's blow $1,000 to go to Florida. I've mentioned it before. I wouldn't mind just going to the beach and laying on the beach in the shade with a drink in my hand for a week and do nothing. But no, we're not, Will.
Will, what kind of low blow was that? Will has a dog, so
Well, he said ditch the wife and come to the flying, but
oh no, I can't. That's too far. I mean, if Moonshiners wasn't so far,
John Q, you're right, because the mountains, there's no fucking people. I'm not a people person. Like going somewhere crowded, like going to a concert for me is torture. The thought of going to a bachelorette party, torture. I don't do people. I don't do large crowds. My granddaughter's the same way. She was getting really pissed off at Busch Gardens. Was like, why can't these people just fucking move?
I took off for Fly It for Gage, right? So I still have one. Well, I don't even have a full week anymore. I have like 4 days left of vacation, which I do plan on using for the other fly-in we have coming up here in September.
Mm-hmm.
I can't take off to go to Moonshiners or Dave Purdon's, which I'd love to go to Dave Purdon's. I mean, it's only like $60, but I'd be camping out in an area I have no idea about, and it would cost me a lot of money to go there, and I wouldn't have as much time as I'd like to spend if I was going to go somewhere like that, or Munchkin. So it kind of like throws a, what's up, Silent?
Silent.
First? Did he say first?
He did.
He's
See,
gonna
I'm
be
down for that,
first-
Angela.
Silent will be the first one trying to find glitches in Black Ops 6.
I would just
guarantee
need
it.
a lot of sunscreen and maybe a big floppy hat.
At least we're getting round-based zombies again. I don't know how bad it's going to be. I'm scared to pre-order it. I mean, hell, it's going to be on Xbox the first day. So, and even I think even PlayStation you have to buy it, but Xbox it'll be free the first day. So, I mean, I want to buy it, but I don't know. You know what I am excited to do, which I want to do tomorrow, but we got that machine showing up. And if anybody has seen it, do not give me any spoilers, please, for the love of God. I do want to go see Deadpool and Wolverine so bad. I've seen all the Deadpool movies. Absolutely love those Deadpool movies. I want to see the new one. Have not seen it yet. I told Munchkin we were going to go
Yeah, I want to
today.
go see that.
But that was kind of impossible after work and the show coming up. There was no way to do it today. But tomorrow, maybe we'll have time. Depends on what time the slushy makers.
We don't have any money to go to the movies until payday. Are you forgetting I have $12.96?
That movie's okay, but the first and second is better. I don't care. It's still going to be funny. Look at John Q. Deadpool.
If I go to the movies, I can't have any popcorn.
I know, man. I can't
Well,
have
I mean, I
popcorn.
can. You can't. But that would just be rude of me. So that means I can't have popcorn. And then we'd have to go to the
I can
dollar
eat
store.
the
So I
popcorn.
I could load up my big purse with candy because I'm not paying movie theater prices.
Look, we can go to the movie theater. We get a big bucket of popcorn.
We
We just
cannot
have
go
to plan to go to the
tomorrow.
hospital
We
right after.
don't have any money. Maybe next weekend.
I'm in the Deadpool movie. Why didn't you tell us? I didn't know, Silent.
Right.
They filmed me when I wasn't looking.
I mean, he will be soon. I thought I saw a post like a week ago that said he died, but I don't think that was correct.
Candy
You
costs
thought
way
we were
too
rich?
much. Yeah, we usually buy.
I mean, look,
rich.
on payday, I'm like, fuck yeah, I got money. And then I pay bills and I'm like, and there it goes.
It's sold out all weekend. Well, probably where you're at, Angela, but around here, you can probably get in the movie theater. I doubt it's sold out here.
Yeah.
I can wait, but I'm scared I'm gonna see some spoilers on YouTube or something because I watch a lot of YouTube. That I don't watch any TV. I only watch YouTube.
Yeah, Scott,
And
last time we
can
went
verify.
yeah, last time we went to the movies, we went to the dollar store and bought the movie theater size things of Charleston Chews and Junior Mints, and I just tossed them all in the bottom of my purse and threw my wallet and shit on top of it. Nobody said a damn thing to me.
It was packed. Senior discount. I probably could get some senior discount tickets there, Fair Mom.
You probably could. For you, not for me.
You know, all them times I went in Goodwill, they kept asking, hey, do you get the senior citizen discount? I could go in there now and be like, hell yeah, I do. I'm old as shit. Give me the senior citizen discount. But I don't go to Goodwill. I haven't been there since I moved up here.
Oh, John Q said be careful on YouTube. They had all the cameo actors on a panel. So careful what you click on YouTube for Deadpool.
Oh, the cameo actors? Yeah, I don't want to see the cameo actors because
I mean, I would hope so. I'm not even 50 yet.
Who might cameo in the movie? And I'm like, I doubt that would happen, but we'll see.
I don't know.
I do want to see the movie. I did watch the premiere thing where it showed Hugh Jackman and what's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. There you go. I couldn't think of it.
You couldn't think of actual Deadpool's name. You knew who Hugh Jackman was, right? Then.
Hey, Hugh Jackman's easy.
Mm-hmm. But not Ryan Reynolds.
You know why I get Ryan Reynolds messed up?
Canadian specimen.
Ryan Reynolds reminds me a lot of Dane Cook.
Yeah. You bite your tongue. You shut your whore mouth. They don't look anything. Yeah. No.
They just for some reason they're both have the same kind of comedic.
No, they don't.
Okay.
No. I can't believe you just said that. No.
50 cameos? Damn. That's a lot. That's a lot of cameos. Okay, well. We will see.
Where did you see that?
Soon.
Oh yeah, 50 plus.
And like I said, maybe when that Ninja Slushy gets here tomorrow, we might be able to film some of it. I'll have to make little small snippet videos to post.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me because who would say no to doing a cameo in the Deadpool movie? I mean, who would say no? Whose career would that hurt if it, yeah.
Dane Cook blows harder than Elton John.
I mean, he has been married for a while, so I think Elton John's probably got some pretty good skills.
I don't know, Will. I guess it really depends on what time the Ninja Slushy will show up. I mean, if you're subscribed, which obviously you are.
That's the first show I ever saw him in, Angela, and I thought he was a hottie from the get-go.
Scuba's going live
Ryan Reynolds and Keanu Reeves are my hall pass. I don't think I ever told you that, but yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is hot what?
Ryan Reynolds and Keanu Reeves are my hall passes. Oh. You also get to pick two. People that will never, ever meet. Yes.
Well, I don't have a shot at any of them, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I got a shot at Ryan Reynolds or Keanu Reeves. We can
Yeah, I'm
have
pretty safe.
aspirations, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I can't go to.
I think we're
That's why I
good.
can't go to fly-ins and stuff because you might go out clubbing or something.
And hit up Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, totally. He's gonna be at the bar up the road
Yeah, he might
and,
be right up there.
and clubbing. There's people there. That's not gonna happen. Phyllis Dillard and Carol Burnett. those are your hall passes.
You collect lighthouses. You know, that's weird, Linda, because I knew somebody in Georgia. That's all they did was collect lighthouses. Holy crap, did they have a lot of them?
Because nobody wants to see y'all's junk. Have you ever looked at yourselves? My sister made the mistake of walking in on her ex-husband. Of course, he was her husband at the time, bent over the bathroom, butt naked, running the bath. And she had to call me at home and was distraught. I never, ever, ever, ever want to see anything like that ever again. And I'm married to the man. I have children with him, but I need to go bleach my eyeballs. So yeah, no, y'all got cute butts and stuff, but we don't want to see your
Silent,
junk.
I used to make good money. I no longer make good money. I would definitely not put me in the rich category by any means. We're in the barely getting by category.
We are solidly lower middle class.
Yeah,
Our bills are paid. We have a roof over our head, and I'm paying for multiple vehicles. Even
luckily, we have our own house. We do not rent, so we own it.
Shit, I wish.
Well,
I wish, Silent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not all boobs are created equal, John Q.
So what is rich?
So what is rich? Being able to my version for me of rich would be able to spend money without checking my bank balance.
Silent, wait a minute.
Would to be able to just go buy whatever I wanted and not have to worry about, okay, if I buy this, can I still pay my bills?
Are you on your own now, Silent? Did you move out from...
He has been for a while.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought Silent was still mom and dad. That's why he moved to where he was.
Okay, so Silent, one car has no driver's side rear wheel on it. The other car, my child is driving. That's their only vehicle. And then I have one of each of us that we didn't buy. My boss just gave me his old cars and said, here, take these. I don't want them anymore.
Oh, I took the last seat. We're gonna die. I don't
Rich
even know
is not getting a tax extension.
1 year and 6 months. There you go. I just look forward to new games that come out because they're always full of glitches, especially round-based zombie games. There's always somebody bumped the desk. We're legacy and we're dead. We're dead. I knew I shouldn't have entered it. I should have let them Will and them jump in on it. I was ahead and now I'm down. Well, I won 80,000, so I'm technically still up. That was the weird thing. I went on a cruise. This has been years back. Went on a cruise, played bingo, because that's what middle-aged folks do. Now, I was in my early 40s probably when I went on this cruise, and played bingo, and I got bingo, but so did 4 other people.
Yeah.
So that made the prize money from $500 go down to $99. So they gave me my $99. But that wasn't enough for me. So I went and played roulette, which I've never played in my life. So I didn't realize how roulette worked really. So I went in there, and once you hit international water, hey, what's up, Jazzy? once you hit international water, like once you leave out the cruise boat from Florida, if you port out from Florida,
Right, John Q?
as soon as you get a couple miles out, they open up the casino. So, because you're in international water at that point. So I bet what little money I had on green 17. I don't know why I picked that number. Have no idea. Green 17 is exactly what the ball landed on. So I won $600, I think it was. I immediately cashed out, and that paid for my cruise, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. So thank you, Cloud Chucker, for sending me all the cash. I just, I feel like if you're gambling and you come out ahead like that, which I know Jazzy knows how to gamble way better than I do.
Just
That's
quit
when
while
you
you're
stop.
ahead.
That's when you stop. When you're ahead, stop. And that's what I did. So.
And going to play bingo, I don't know how it was on the cruise ship, but I used to go with Katie's grandma and aunts, and those old women are fucking ruthless. I mean,
it's weird on a
they're
cruise ship
ruthless.
because you're in a theater setting and there's a stage, and the stage is where they was doing the numbers, and we're all in these seats, kind of like a movie theater.
Thank you, Cloud.
And that's the way we did the bingo on the cruise boat. But it's fun taking a cruise. Don't get me wrong; it's very enjoyable as long as the water is not rough. If you're not going through storms and stuff, it's very
Scott,
enjoyable.
I don't even make that much after taxes, so I mean, it'd be paying bills and then going to the grocery store. I might be able to, like, for not Black Friday, for what was it, Prime Day, I ordered a cat hair remover for $12. That was my splurge.
Yeah,
that was my extra. That was my extra thing that I got to buy before I paid all the bills. Was $12.96 or $12.09, less than $13.
Munchkin splurged hard. She's like, I'm getting a cat hair remover for Prime Day. Let's do it.
You know what? That was usually $25, and it was on sale for $12. So
I can't blame you there. I do the same thing. If I see a deal where they take a lot of money off, I'm like, hey, even that bed, which we really don't need, is still a really good deal. The whole queen size bed frame is like $209, and the bed lifts up so you can store stuff under it, and then you push it back down, which I thought was pretty cool because our bed currently doesn't do that. So I like it.
No, except for the fact that we really don't need to spend money on another bed just so we can store shit underneath it, because our bed doesn't have to lift up to store shit underneath it, because we still can store shit underneath it. You just have to crawl under there to get it.
I know that Silent just posted some kind of Islamic symbol, but that looks like
no, that's a fish, dumbass.
That's a fish.
Yeah. It's the skeleton bone fishes.
It looks like,
or at least that's what it looks like to me.
That looks like a cool zombie gun. That's what it looks like.
Okay, is that scuba in Arabic, and it just looks like fishy bones? I think it is. Okay, it looks like a fish.
Breeze.
My blind ass. It is not a Satan bed. Oh, Habibi. He called you Habibi. Scuba bud.
It's Habibi in
buddy.
Arabic. See,
Habibi.
I told you.
Habibi means like buddy, friend, pal.
Gotcha. So Breeze was in a dream I had or something a couple days ago. Yeah, I don't remember. And I was like, yeah, just give that all to Breeze. I owe it to her anyway. I don't know what the hell it was. I can't remember that much into the dream. But Breeze made out like a bandit.
It's better than the dream that I had with Owl in it.
With Baber Owl?
It was the most bizarre dream. So it started out that I was helping some, not a trans, but a drag queen. I was helping a drag queen pick out an outfit, right? And next thing I know, instead of it being a drag queen, it turned into Vapor Owl.
Timekeeper, what's going on, buddy? I haven't seen you for a minute.
But Vapor Owl was wearing one of the outfits from our video games. Okay. So it's like picture like jungle rags, right? But he was wearing the women's version, but he didn't have bottoms on. And he's walking around the house trying to convince me to go to a Halloween party with him. Then it switched to he was sitting on my couch with no drawers on, and Scuba was like waving the couch cushions in my face because Owl was sitting on him buck ass naked. And then I found out that the party was like some black tie event that he wasn't invited to, and he was planning on going in his jungle rags with no bottoms on. And then I woke up extremely disturbed. So disturbed that I pretty much couldn't wait for him to wake up so I could go, what the fuck was that dream about? It was very strange. It was very weird.
Wow.
Hi, Walter.
Yeah, I haven't seen Timekeeper in a while. I mean, maybe I'm not seeing him in chat or missing it or something, but I haven't seen Timekeeper for a minute. Where you been, bud?
It was bizarre,
I don't need anybody of my longtime viewers just disappearing on me for a while. That's scary. Too many people are just, disappearing because they're sick or something. And I'm like, man, I need folks to show up that I know.
John Q, does it make you feel any better that my grandchildren are kind of skeezed out by whatever the fuck JoJo Siwa is doing now?
I'm here every
If you've
week.
ever seen a 10 and 11-year-old make the what the fuck face, they've got that mastered. They're like, what the fuck's going on with her?
You probably are a Timekeeper. I probably just didn't see your comments or something a couple times, so I didn't know you were here, but you're probably always
He's
here.
like, I've been here the whole time. But
I've been here, man. What's wrong with you? I'm here. Yeah, I haven't seen it, so I get worried because I've seen so many people just disappear, and it's like, damn, man, stop doing that. If you haven't need to try Molicel and amazing hit very hard. Oh, Cloud Chucker, I'm a big fan of Molicel batteries, dude. That's what we both run is Molicel batteries. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's going on with JoJo Siwa, but
Molicel for the win. I'm just saying.
for somebody that was a professional dancer, and I've seen some of the dancing that she's done as an adult. Whatever the fuck she's doing now, no, I'm good. That's fucking weird, is what that is. It's fucking weird. A la snack bar.
I'm excited. Well,
a la snack bar.
At least tomorrow, it's not Amazon that we're waiting on because Amazon takes forever to deliver here. That's usually 5, 6 p.m.
I haven't seen Ozman today.
But tomorrow it'll be UPS. So UPS
there you go. Aloha
usually
snack
comes between 11 and 2 p.m. Sometimes they come late.
John Q, was that a Freudian slip? You said JoJo needs to clam the fuck down. I mean, either way, she needs to do something.
She
clam down. Clam down
on that. Yeah.
First she went out there wearing the fucking Kiss makeup, and then she's trying to steal Tool's designs for her t-shirts. It's like, are you trying to get sued? What? Who's your publicist? Because they need to fix that.
It still says Bunker Hill, West Virginia.
Virginia.
So I bought a car.
Ed.
Where should you go? Hey, Jazzy, come on down here, man. Especially come down here in September. That's when the fly-in is. You can see me fly. Maybe there'll be somebody there that's doing tandem that could take you up for a flight because I know you want to do that. That's a good time to come down here, September, Jazzy.
Silent, there's no excuse for that. Whether she's rich or not, it's still fucking weird.
That'd be cool to show Jazzy around. Like, hey, Jazzy, look at this. Look at that. Look at those. Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Look at that. Take a look at that.
What's the date? Let me tell you. Hold on.
Because the Eastern Shore is beautiful, Jazzy.
Eastern Shore is beautiful.
Matter of fact, they're doing the running of the ponies.
Well,
JoJo Siwa, she was on Dance Moms a long time ago, I guess. I don't know. But then she started doing like
oh, there it is.
kids programming. So she always had, the really high ponytail and all the colors. Okay. Do you remember My Little Pony and
Yes.
the little girl that hung out with the ponies? So JoJo Siwa was the living embodiment of that. So always rainbows and colors and bows and big giant bows in her hair and then she stopped doing that and went to whatever the fuck that is now.
It is
I don't even know what it is.
September 18th through September 22nd, Jazzy. September 18th.
Until she gets sued, Silent.
Through the 22nd. And let me see what that is on the calendar here. September 18th is on a Wednesday all the way through that Sunday. So, I mean, most people usually show up Friday, which would be the 20th. But yeah, Wednesday, I'll be there. From Wednesday all the way through Sunday.
My guess is Gene Simmons would not hesitate to sue the fuck out of her because that was 100% Kiss makeup she was going out in. No fucking doubt about it.
That's the event page I just posted right there.
That and the dancing, Scott. Yeah.
There is places to camp there and stuff. I got a tent. I'm gonna be bringing that tent.
She was trying to sell merchandise too, Scott, after the Cold Kiss face makeup, but she stole Tool's design from their t-shirts.
Well, Silent, if you go to Jamaica, two things can happen. Number one, they're going to offer you weed, and number two, they're going to try to braid your hair. But
I don't think Silent's got braidable hair, and if you take the weed, make sure you smoke it all before you get back on the boat because you can't take it with you.
They tried to braid my hair in the Bahamas, and I literally had shorter hair than this, and they were trying. I was like, "How you gonna braid my hair? I ain't got no hair."
I don't think he'd sue her because he wants money. He'd sue her because that shit's trademarked. Yeah, okay, that was a joke. Yeah.
But yep, that's where the event's going to happen. Here's a few things you can do before you go. Start a discussion. Yeah, I'll start a discussion. Come on. That's what it is. They usually have really good food they cook there. I would.
Is it racist to say a Jewish person is Jewish? No. Apparently she took it down pretty quickly, Scott. I've heard a little bit about that, but just that somebody was on his team, had child porn, so they fired him. Yeah, it does taste like crap, but it does smell pretty good.
That's that sweet smell that it gives off. All right. Well, as far as I know, we do have the slushy coming in tomorrow. Like I said, I may try to do a video of it while we're adding if we have the ingredients. Most of the stuff I bought from Amazon for the mixer stuff.
That's for the alcoholic beverages. The only thing we're missing for the chocolate shake is the cocoa powder. But we have 2-gallon jugs of yeah, we do. Yeah. So gallon jugs of fruit punch. You got the stuff to make the chocolate.
Yeah. We're gonna try to make some stuff tomorrow. But I hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Never. I really appreciate you guys showing up every time. I think this thing has stopped leaking now.
That's what she said.
Like I said, I may go live tomorrow. We'll see.
No, we actually got cocoa powder slapping.
If I can get
$10 for a fucking bag of cocoa
powder. Get the camera set up to where it's pointing in the general direction of the slushy maker, I'll do it. Don't go, I just got here. Silent. Well, you're supposed to show up at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what time I go live.
Just
Stay in
stay
here
for
for 20 more
20 more
hours.
hours.
You don't even cast that long, Silent. Don't try me, man.
Silent cast till the batteries in his controller die.
Yeah. That's one thing I can always give to Silent every time he plays a game. Your DualSense battery is low. You need to plug it in. Really? I'm not surprised. Charge your damn controller. You probably need to charge it right now. A happy whatever, right? I hope everybody has really enjoyable flights and nice calm weather and butter smooth air. And we will catch you guys probably tomorrow. I'm gonna try. We'll see what happens, but until then, peace out, everybody.
Bye.